Hello everyone and welcome back to The Beginner's Guide. Last time we cleaned a lovely little home and learned more about who Coda is as a person. And with that, let's continue. January 2010. The stage.
This one took a lot longer than all the others for Coda to make. It was 4 months between this and the last one. That's twice as long as it took him to make any other game before this, and it's not like it's particularly complex, so I remember I found that a little strange at the time.
Alright, the performance is beginning. Places, please. In this scene, you will be playing as me. We are at a gathering of professionals. First, you'll start out learning or leaning against the wall. Good, stay right there. The woman across the room in this chair is a professional photographer of animals. It's your dream to photograph animals professionally. This is your one chance to learn something from her, to gain something to succeed. Go on, say something to her. Hello? Hello? That's it? That's not a conversation. You need to actually converse with her. Be a human being. Do it again. Here are all my hopes and dreams. No, no, no. That's not what I said to her at all. You're completely missing the tone of the conversation. I was reserved, but I knew what I wanted. I was confident. For some reason, it was just that one moment, but I was confident. Maybe it's that you need a better feel of the setting. There were a lot of people around us. I'll give you some props to work with. These cones that bounce when they touch you, they represent people nearby. Now talk with her again. Well, what are the sacrifices? What are some sacrifices you've had to make? That's a decent question right there. You're messing it all up again. Shit. You'll freak her out if the conversation gets that personal that quickly. Do you not realize how important this was for me? I'll never get another opportunity like this. I want to try something. Try stepping back from the stage. Got it. How far back? Oh. Keep going. Oh, yeah. Okay, yes. Now this
The game
is
ends
working.
with this eerie premonition
This
of what's
is
going to happen
what
next
it's
in
like.
Coda's life. The solution to social anxiety, to fears of having to perform and having to chase success, the answer for Coda is to withdraw, to hide himself away. Which is what leads to scenarios like the stairs that slowed you down several games ago, where it just becomes harder and harder to access Coda's inner landscape because he keeps retreating. He just keeps backing away from possible connections to anyone other than himself. And to be honest, I didn't consider it very helpful when I first played this game. You know, it looked to me like he was trying to justify the idea of just disconnecting yourself from the world. And that wasn't what I wanted for him or for his games. Because I feel like a lot of his games are inviting me to connect with this person, to bring him closer. But what can you do? After this, Coda went off and took another 5 months to make a new game.
June 2010. Mobius Trip. To play this game properly, you must keep your eyes closed. Click to begin the game. Okay, eyes are closed. I'm being so genuine about this. You will just have to trust. This seems very intense. I would prefer my eyes be open, but I hope I am progressing properly and not in any danger. I mean, so far his games haven't had danger.
You should probably open your eyes if you haven't already. It's pretty much impossible to solve otherwise.
Oh.
And there is a solution, by the way.
Okay, shit. Help, I'm blind. That's what I should have been saying. Please, tell me how to solve this. Anyone? Okay, we are definitely dead. Okay, I see. What's going on? Help! I'm blind. Can't die. Can't die. Yes. Well, you're going to. Tell me how to solve this. Tell me how to solve this. SS Whisper. I'm blind. Shit. No. I have no idea where we are. Oh, there's a lamp. Maybe that's the goal. We need to get to the lamp. Ah. Truth. The only way to stop it is to speak something that is honest. I can't keep making these. Yes, that's it. That's the truth.
Like I said,
I
was
don't
getting
feel
concerned.
it anymore.
First off, he's never been this explicit in his work about exactly what he's thinking. So where's that coming from? But then even weirder, his work has potentially stopped being an outlet for him. Not like he's having trouble iterating on ideas, but he literally just can't think of new ideas anymore. And in person, he was being a lot more distant than usual. Like, you know how sometimes a person will just deflect anything that you say in order to keep themselves disconnected all the time? It was that kind of thing. Here was the point in my relationship with Coda where I really started to wonder if he needed my help in some way.
Keep going. Keep talking. I thought it was going to be easy. You're doing it. It's working. I have to work harder. We're going to be okay.
His games are going to get more desperate from here on out. After this game, it's almost 6 months before he finishes something new.
December 2010. What is this? Hello, is anyone there? Is that a person? How lovely. It's been a long time since I talked to anyone. What's wrong? You look lost. When I try to create, I feel empty. Oh no. What's happened? Did something change? I'm trying to find this engine that used to protect me, to start it again. Wait, you're looking for a machine? I think I know where it is. It isn't far. You have to take me to it. Oh, thank goodness. I can do that,
the last
but
game
there's a
featured
problem.
Coda talking explicitly about his creative frustrations. This one turns it up to 11. Now, put yourself in my shoes playing this. Here's a friend whose work is exhibiting signs of struggle, frustration, anxiety, depression, even. And yet, still, he keeps making games. He keeps throwing himself into the grinder even when he clearly doesn't have the energy for it anymore. Why? What is it for?
You have to take me to it. I can do that, but there's a problem. It's guarded by a difficult puzzle. If you can help me solve the puzzle, we'll find the machine. Deal? Deal. Perfect. Come along. I'll show it to you.
From my perspective at the time, and just what I knew of him, this was a result of how isolated he was. He was in his own little bubble, just sitting at his computer all day, not really showing these games to anyone, not releasing them onto the internet, and so he didn't have anyone outside of himself to connect with. He had no outlet to ground himself on.
Perfect. Come along, I'll show it to you. Here's the puzzle. What do you think? Hey, I recognize this. I do. Oh, wonderful. Can you tell me how to do it? Oh, well. First, you have to open the door. Okay, now what? Now you have to close the first door. Alright, what's next? Now, just press the switch here. Ha! That was so simple.
You can't talk yourself out of loneliness. It doesn't work that way.
Can't believe I never saw
You
it.
can't be the one writing both the questions and the answers. Then there's no movement. Then there's no circulation. If all of your anxieties are being channeled into your work, then if the work ever fails, you have no backup and you're just going to crash.
There's no machine here. We're not, though. He said, okay, well, here we are. I said, there's no machine here. Trust me, you'll see. You have to say that your work is fun and easy. You have to say that game development is simple and joyous, and that you love it 100% of the time. Alright, making games is effortless. Ooh. Ah, that feels wonderful. But it wasn't true. Don't worry about it. Just keep talking. Keep saying that creation is easy. It is easy. It never stops being easy. Yes, that's wonderful. Keep going.
Seeing this game at the time that he made it, it looked really unhealthy to me. I was watching him do this to himself, and I hated it. I hated seeing him so trapped. It's like, video games are not worth this amount of suffering.
Just never stop creating and you'll never feel bad. Perfect. That feels
This is someone
fantastic.
I really cared about. And I used to get so much joy out of seeing him create. For him to suddenly become angry and frustrated like this, it was the worst thing for me.
Please, where is the machine? Patience, you have to trust me. I promise this will work. Please continue. It always pays off eventually. Yes, more. Keep
I don't know.
going.
This is what I felt at the time. I don't know how else to explain
I will be
it.
saved by my work.
I wanted it to stop more than anything. I had never felt so rotten. I needed more than I had ever needed anything for this to stop.
Incredible, that's it.
But it didn't stop. After finishing this one, Coda takes another 7 months and comes up with a new game.
May 2011. The machine. Ah, we've made it. Guard. Ma'am, glad to see you've arrived safely. We've captured the machine. It's waiting for you now. You can begin the interrogation whenever you'd like. I intend to be brutal. Very good. Just be warned that someone called the press, so we might have a bit of attention on this one. Also, one more thing that you should know about the machine. It calls itself Coda. Are you serious? The press is already in... Okay. Hello. Do you know... Okay. Too much. Please give us answers. Have you got a minute? When will we get answers? Where is the machine now? What can you tell us? What are your next actions? You stopped.
And of course, it's the machine.
You stopped feeding us. Those people out there, can you imagine what pain you've put them through? I've been so alone. Apologize for leaving me. No, nothing. Goodness, we're very much brutal. I was not joking when we said that. All right then, I will apologize to the people on your behalf. Well, let's not speak for him. I mean, my followers, I have troubling revelation. The machine will not apologize to us. But this is not important. We are stronger than it thinks we are. Let us show it that we are not failures. Follow me. We will destroy the machine. Okay. Okay, that's not cool. Well, we're back at the stage. Shit. Pull up on me, machine. Do it. Oh. Coda, I'll make sure you're known forever. Isn't that what you're scared of? Exposed to the view of others every day forever, seen in naked clarity.
So now the work is becoming self-destructive. And I'll tell you, at the time that I first played this game, shortly after he made it, here's what I'm thinking to myself. I'm thinking that Code is stuck in his own head, and that it's having a very negative effect on him, and that all he needs to do is just start showing his work to people, to get some actual feedback on his games. It might get him out of isolation. And so, as I'm thinking this, I realize that I could be the one to initiate it. Because it would never occur to Coda to start actively soliciting feedback, so what if I did it for him? If he could see the difference it would make to have more actual conversations with other human beings, would that bring him out of his mental spiral? Would it give him confidence in himself? Would it bring meaning back into his work?
Hell, oh shit.
So I started showing Coda's work to people.
I was gonna
I
say,
took this
hell
one,
yeah.
and the islands which you just played, the theater, the notes, the house cleaning game, and some of the prison escape games. I brought them to people that I knew and trusted. I asked their opinions. And the great part is that they really loved his games. You know, the point of it all was just to give him some external reference point, but they genuinely loved his work. There was nothing for him to be afraid of.
Put down your weapon. Shit, we took it out. Do I shoot it? I do.
Can you see why I felt like this was the right thing to do? Because it's the thing that I always feel like I need, to be told that my work is good, that I am good. When someone really connects with a thing that I've made, when they see themselves purely in my work, there's nothing that feels better. And I got to give that very same feeling to my friend. I did something, I really felt like I'd done something good, like I was a good person. I felt like there was a friend who was in trouble and was unhappy and maybe didn't like themselves, and I could fix it. If I could give him this gift, maybe I could fix the problem. When they told me how much they enjoyed his games, it was the best feeling. It was the absolute best feeling. It made me feel so happy. So beautifully, beautifully happy. So anyway, Coda finishes this game, and then really he just kind of takes off for a while. So this is June of 2011, and I didn't hear anything from him for several weeks, I guess. And so out of nowhere, one day I get an email, and it's got a private link to a new game of Coda's. This one is called The Tower, and to my knowledge, it's the last game that Coda ever made. So let's take a look.
June 2011. The Tower.
And this is where I have trouble saying anything meaningful about Coda's work. Because more than anything else, the tower just feels distant. It feels like it's trying to distance itself from the world. It's a very cold game. This room actually has a maze in it.
I see.
Except that all the walls of the maze are invisible.
I was about to.
And then every time you touch one of the walls, there's this awful flashing and noise.
Yeah,
so the
not a big
experience
fan
is
of
really
that.
miserable. The game
No,
goes
thank
beyond
you.
not being meant to be played. It actually seems to despise the player for trying to play it at all. But I do want to show you the rest of the levels, so when you're ready to continue, press enter and I'll put a bridge over the maze.
Let's do this. There's like a single light at the top of there.
And to be fair, it's not like this is the first game that's needed some modification to be playable. Like the house cleaning game. You know, that one used to actually loop the cleaning chores and you just cleaned a house forever.
I liked that
I
one.
had to cut it off so that you could exit the house and the game would actually end. But that game had an idea that it was actually trying to communicate. What's the deeper idea behind the invisible maze? The only way past this challenge is to randomly guess the 6-digit code. Like the invisible maze, it's frustrating to me, because it's the opposite of everything else that Coda has made. It doesn't encourage thought or engagement. It doesn't ask anything of me, except a lot of my time. If I could have reached him during this time, then maybe I could have asked him, but I couldn't. I still don't really understand why this is here. I'll put the code on the ground for you here, though, so that we can move on.
1 5 1 6 1 7. Easy. We are making our way. Let's go.
The switch to open this door is actually on the other side of the door, meaning that it's literally impossible to solve from this side. So even if you somehow brute forced your way through the first 2 challenges and you got to this point, there's actually just no way to progress. And it's scary for me, the idea of Coda cutting himself off entirely, just saying, that's it, that's the end of the conversation, not giving me any way to fix the problem. I feel like a failure, I guess, when I can't fix the problem. But I can open this door for you, so let me do that.
Some problems are not for you to fix.
Was I a failure for not understanding this game? I don't know why I would be. It's not like everything needs to have a solution, but I feel it somehow. I feel like I failed, and I don't understand why. I remember, it's June of 2011. I'm playing this for the very first time, and as I'm playing, I'm thinking to myself, I don't know this person. I have no idea who this person is. It wasn't the guy I knew, it wasn't my friend. I had come to so many conclusions from looking at all of his work up to this point, and then suddenly none of them... I had been trying to, though. That was the thing. For years I was trying to get to know him, to understand who he actually was and what he stood for. I asked him so many times to please just tell me what his games mean to him. I asked him please to tell me what the 3 dots mean.
Hey, I did see those 3 dots. Well, Coda likes secrets, dude. He likes you not knowing. He likes to gatekeep. Allow him to do so in peace.
I just felt so strongly that if I could have connected with him, that if I could have somehow made his work my own, that I would finally be once and for all happy. It was that I needed to see myself in someone else. I needed to be someone other than me. But he stopped and left. And it felt somehow like I had failed. Where did I screw up?
I just maybe think you should have laid off. Dear Davy,
I'm the reason that you stopped making games, aren't I? It's because of what I did.
Ooh.
I poisoned it for you.
Dear Davy, thank you for your interest in my games. I need to ask you not to speak to me anymore.
I don't think I ever told you this, but when I took your work and I was showing it to people, it actually felt... it felt as though I were responsible for something important and valuable.
I wonder at times whether you think I am making these games for you. You've so infected my personal space that it's possible I did begin to plant solutions in my work somewhere, hidden between games.
And the people who played them, they treated me like I was important. They really listened and cared about what I had to say. Even though I was showing your work, I felt good about myself. Finally, for a moment, while I had that, I liked myself.
If there was an answer, a meaning, would it make you any happier? Would you stop taking my games and showing them to people against my wishes? Giving them something that is not yours to give, violating the one boundary that keeps me safe. Would you stop changing my games, stop adding lamppost to them? Oh, was that?
And then you stopped, and I didn't have anything left to show people. I just had to be with myself. And as soon as that happened, there was no feeling at all. Nothing. Less than nothing. What does that mean?
Would you simply let them be what they are? When I am around you, I feel physically ill. You desperately need something, and I cannot give it to you. I literally do not have it. Struggling to come up with new ideas is not making me depressed. Low points are just a part of the process. The fact that you think I am frustrated or broken says more about you than about me. I realize that this doesn't make sense to you just yet. Which is fine, you're not my problem to solve. But I do hope that one day it clicks and that you make peace with this thing that you are wrestling.
I'm afraid that I did something really stupid because I don't like myself.
And when you finally see what I am talking about, don't say anything.
That's why I'm releasing this collection of your work, is because I haven't been able to find any other way to reach you. I've tried everything. And so a part of me has hope that if I put this compilation out into the world, and if I put my name on it, that maybe enough people will play it so that it'll find its way to you, so that I can tell you that I'm sorry. I know I screwed up. If I apologize to you truly and deeply, will you start making games again? Please, I need to feel okay with myself again. And I always felt okay as long as I had your work to see myself in. I mean, is something wrong with me? Because I know that I did an awful thing, and I'm doing it again right now. Like, I'm showing people your work.
The walls are
but
closing.
I can't stop myself from doing it. That's how badly I need to feel something again, like I'm an addict. There has to be something wrong with me. Can I apologize? What if I tell you I was wrong? Will that work? Will that fix it? I don't know. I don't think it will, but there's nothing else that I can do. Just tell me what you want. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please, start making games again. Please help me. Please give me some of whatever it is that makes you complete. I want whatever that wholeness is that you just summoned out of nothing and you put into your work. You were complete in some way that I never was. And I want to know I want to know how to be a good person. I want to know how not to hate myself. Please. I'm fading, and all I want is to know that I'm going to be okay.
I don't think you should have posted his games, dude. Think you're making the situation worse. Giving an epilogue.
More love, more praise, more people telling me that I'm good. Always more. It's like a disease. Solution.
That was a dope transition.
I guess if someone had told me ahead of time that he just really enjoyed making prison games, maybe I wouldn't have thought he was so desperate. wouldn't have told so many people that he was depressed. Maybe he just likes making prisons. Even now, the disease is telling me to stop. Don't show people what a shitty person you are. They'll hate you.
I wonder when this one was made. I don't quite remember what it said. But I just remembered now that the tower was technically the last one Coda made. For a while, so maybe that was a previous
If I
one.
knew that my life depended on finding something to be driven by other than validation, what would that even be? It's strange, but the thought of not being driven by external validation is unthinkable. Like, I actually cannot conceive of what that would be like.
I understand that. I very much understand that. I get the narrator. I really do. I get the narrator more than I understand Coda.
What now? I think I need to go. And I'm sorry, because I know that I said that I would be here and I would walk you through this, but I'm starting to feel like I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot that I need to make up for, and so I'm just gonna... Okay.
Okay, bye. That's okay. We can do this alone. We don't need anyone else. Go do your own thing. I'm sure we will be just fine. With no guide through this guided game. But no, I really do. I sympathize with the narrator, and I think I definitely understand being driven by the external so much that you almost don't have an internal motivation. You don't really know how to do that necessarily. How to just want something for yourself and not because someone around you wants that, or you get to tell someone the next day, you know, about that. It's tough. It really is. And I really do respect people who have that motivation, that internal desire to go and just do, and not you know, tell other people, hey, I did that, hey, I've done that thing. And then sometimes it makes me want to keep secrets more, but I'm also an oversharer, so it doesn't help. I'm like, maybe I should not tell people, you know, about the things I do as much, just so either they are my thing, but then I'm like, it's my thing in the end anyway, so I guess who really cares? But I guess, yeah, just, it's a whole thing. It is a mental battle. Honestly, I really do enjoy Coda's style of games. And I don't even really blame Davey if he, you know, for wanting answers in Coda's work, just because they are very stylistic and in such a series that, you know, you might possibly speculate, you know, things out of your friend's work and messages. And I do understand Coda as well, though, you know, not necessarily wanting other people to assign their own, you know, messages to your shit. I don't know, it's interesting.
Turn back, turn back from this cave. You said, let me prove that I'm brave, let me keep going. But the cave goes for miles and miles and miles, and you're so tired, but I know that you're strong, so turn back, turn back.
Well, thank you so much for joining me for the beginner's guide. That was a very fun experience, and I love that the ending kind of implies that he is, about to go start on something, about to go do something else now that he's, almost come to this realization of what he's doing and has been doing and how much stress that has put on his friend Coda. Anyway, yeah, this was a very interesting, fun game. It's always fun to go and for me, this was revisiting the story. I'd seen it maybe years back, but it was very fun revisiting it and just getting to play through it again. So yeah, thank you so much for joining. And if you enjoyed, like, subscribe. Thank you for getting to the end of the series. That's awesome. Good for you. Good for me too. And yeah, that'll be all for now. So thank you so much, and see you on the next one. Bye bye.